Hey, looky there. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Welcome. This is the 160th episode of the Political Spotlight. I am your host, Kristopher H. Bilbrey. It's great to be with you. I want to thank you all for being here, first and foremost. I want to tell you guys, I want to let you guys know that I thank you for being here last night. For all of you that were here, thank you for tuning in today. Hello there, Troy. Hello for all of you out there. Please feel free to share this out with anyone that you know. We are going to continue the coverage of the March 14th, 2024 severe weather that has affected a lot of people in East Central Indiana, in Randolph, Delaware, Henry counties, Madison County, as well as other places throughout Indiana and elsewhere in the United States. This storm was a far-reaching powerhouse. And so we're going to be talking about that, and we're going to be talking about a lot of other things. It was very good talking to you today, Joey. Yeah, I enjoyed our conversation. It was kind of different getting a chance to talk to you on the phone and hearing you for a change. So I enjoyed that conversation. We're going to be looking at some pictures. Sorry for my voice. I'm about talked out today. Between last night and today, my voice is going, and so I apologize for that. But we're going to be looking at we're going to be looking at the day. We're going to be looking at what happened mostly in Winchester. Obviously, that's going to be a focal point of our coverage because Selma and Winchester were both mostly affected by this in our areas. So we're going to be looking at Selma and at Winchester. Winchester obviously took the brunt of this storm. And it's just a very, very, very heartbreaking situation. I do want to come on here and say immediately, before we start out, I do want to correct the record from yesterday. As of this point, there are no fatalities that I am aware of. Last night we reported several different times that there were fatalities as a result of this storm. I want to let everyone know that there were multiple times. There were multiple times that folks said that Pine Knoll had been hit and was absolutely crushed. I was physically in the parking lot of Pine Knoll today. Pine Knoll had zero massive damage to it. Nothing going on there. There was no damage to Pine Knoll. So I, as happens a lot of times in these events, folks spread information, they hear information, hear bits and pieces, and that takes on a life of its own, especially with social media, especially with programs like mine. I want to be very clear. I only reported the 3 fatalities after gathering that information from the Indiana State Police. I gathered the information I saw folks posting that there were fatalities. I had not said that and confirmed that until I reached out yesterday while we were on air. I was emailing, I was texting, and I was Facebook messaging many different people for the entire broadcast. And I reached out to a source at the Indiana State Police, and I was given the information that there were, in fact, 3 fatalities in Randolph County. The superintendent of the Indiana State Police, Mr. Doug Carter, who is an absolutely stand-up individual. You will not find a better individual than Doug Carter. Doug Carter is a stand-up guy. During a press conference last night at just a little after midnight, at about 12:15 a.m., Mr. Doug Carter, the superintendent with the Indiana State Police, stated there were 0 fatalities up until that point, and he took the blame. He took the blame. He said that the Indiana State Police were the ones that had originally put out the 3 fatalities. I absolutely give him amazing credit and say that is he is a stand-up individual. Of course, we are hearing that the 3 fatalities were in Ohio, and our thoughts and prayers go out to those folks. But I did want to clear that up because we put that out multiple times last night. And I wanted to make sure that we corrected that record. But I don't want anyone to think that I'm throwing the state police under the bus. They took that. We're going to watch that press conference because we're going to break this down. Obviously, this is a political podcast. We do political commentary here. And while I don't think that this yet is necessarily the time to go heavy into the paint politically and be throwing stones, because there's still a lot of work to be done. So I'm not going to stand here with you today and badmouth, in great detail, the actions or inactions of all political figures or all public figures in this. Now, that does not mean that we're not going to ask some questions, and it doesn't mean that we're not going to take a look at some things. We definitely are. But I want to also put this out on the record at the very front. There will come a point in time very soon where questions start to be asked of those in charge, meaning the mayor of Winchester, the administration in Winchester, the chiefs of the first responders, police, fire, EMS, and the department heads, the counselors from Winchester, the Randolph County commissioners, the Randolph County Council, and all of the folks that are involved in the day-to-day operations of a city and a county, specifically the operations when shit hits the fan. Cindy, yeah, I want to ask. You said last night that your husband was hit in the head. Can you confirm, is he okay? I mean, obviously he must be okay, or you probably wouldn't be here tonight, but I hope he's doing well. I hope things are all right with him. I think that oh, he was in a head-on collision. Oh my gosh. That's not good. Well, my thoughts and prayers go out with him and all of that. Yes. So we've had a lot of people that have been asking, were the sirens going off in Winchester? And the answer to that question is yes. Yes. There was proper warning in Winchester. Now, I don't know about how much time. I don't know how much time. I am not aware. And I also want to say this before we get started. I don't know if all of the power is back on in Winchester. I would think not. I would think that it's not. However, Kate is in power. She does have power back at her house. But things are a little funky. They still don't have Wi-Fi. So she is connected with us, but connected in a different way than normal. So things might be a little funky tonight. They might not go as smoothly. But I'm just letting you know that she is back, and her family and everyone is doing well there. So that's that. I had a long night last night. We were live for about 3 hours. Once we last I heard, they were going to try to have it all on by about 10 o'clock tonight. That's pretty amazing if that in fact is if that in fact is the case, that's pretty crazy. That's amazing. Stand by here real quick. I need to double check. I just got a text message and I want to double check if this is correct. I have been asked to report a couple of things. I'm going to read Brenda. If you're here, I'm going to read your post and make sure that is there. I'm going to share that as well. Okay, so we're gonna just kind of go in order on this a little bit, and we're going to see kind of what goes on and go along. So number one, again, this is a political show. This is a political show. We do politics here. I'm heartbroken by this weather event. It's horrible. I do want to let everybody know we do have a lot of political stuff to talk about. And I very easily could have came back on and been like, okay, it's Sproul's time. But I honestly just didn't feel like that was appropriate. Given incident from yesterday, and that is something that can wait. It's not going to hurt anything if we talk about that in the first of next week.
Oh no, it's always a good time for Sproul's time, Kristopher.
Yes.
Always a good time for
Always a good
Sproul's
time for Sproul's. Yeah. Yeah. I want to do what we've got to do with Sproul's with the record request is a full show in and of itself. And I don't want to have to share its time with anything else. And so to do it right, I think that we're probably, if everything goes well and if we continue getting good reports, we will probably, tonight's Friday. If you want to do Sproul's tomorrow, we could do Sproul's tomorrow, or maybe I could take tomorrow off and we could do Sproul's Sunday. We'll determine at the end of the show what we'll do. I'll let you know. That being said, I do want to say we're going to look at some pictures. I was over in Winchester pretty early today, and I was actually able to pretty much went everywhere. I had no issue getting anywhere that I wanted to be, and I had no issue. They were doing some great work over there. It's always a conflicting thing because I remember being the first responder. I remember being a police officer and doing work, especially when you would be doing work in a very serious situation where a lot of chaos was going on, a hectic scene, and you would have the looky-loos, pondering around and taking pictures and doing all of that stuff. So I want to say, for the record, I am always very cognizant of that. I do not consider myself a journalist, so I don't consider myself someone that needs to run down and grab the first picture, grab the first video. I don't need to be there and getting all of the blood and guts and the gore. That's not what I'm doing. A lot of the stuff that happens isn't even really things that we cover here. I can always break things down and talk about things from the safety of the house. That being said, I understand the nature of what we do. A lot of people do turn for us for news-related items, and I'm proud of that. So I want to let everybody know that if I am ever at a scene, I've said this before when there have been police-related things that I've been at. If I am at a scene, you can be sure of a couple of things. Number one, I am not going to do or say anything that will put the officers or the first responders or the public in harm's way. I'm never going to do anything. I'm never going to do anything like give information if there's a police standoff where the bad guys might know what's happening and get the drop on the police officers or vice versa. So I'm never going to put anybody in harm's way. And if it's an event like this, I am never going to put myself in a situation where I am in danger, which would then cause the first responders to take their attention off of what they're doing to then try to bail my dumbass out of whatever situation I would get in. I take all of my training and experience as a first responder, as being in law enforcement, and I really make sure that my head is on a swivel. I make sure that I'm not doing anything that puts me in a precarious situation. I have tools which would allow me to get a very good picture, very good video or audio from a long distance away. So I'm very, very careful of that. And I'm always very cautious about telling people to just head out and, be the rubberneckers and doing all that stuff. That's never a good thing. So you always have to be careful and put that out there. So I want to say that. Being said, I did speak with a lot of people that I knew. Remember, I lived in Winchester for 10 years. So Winchester is like a second home to me. And I really care about a lot of people there. So, I was very concerned about what was happening. Okay. I want to start out first because literally as we went off the live last night, right about the time we went off, the Indiana State Police and Mayor Bob McCoy did a press conference. They held a press conference. And I want to play that press conference because that kind of picks us up where we were when we left off last night. And it gives us kind of a good starting point for you guys to know kind of what I'm looking at, what I'm thinking about as I went to the scene today and as the next couple of days and weeks occur. Because keep in mind, in quick order, we're going to start talking about politics again as it relates to other ongoing information. And again, there will come a day where we are talking to the people in Winchester and Randolph County about what was or was not appropriate and yada yada yada. So that's that. No, Audie, you did a good job. You did a good job. You didn't get yourself in any kind of trouble or do anything. I think someone did eventually talk to Castle Lord. Yes, I did not, but I do believe someone did. So I will check up on that so we know for sure. And as Nicole says, yes, please be very prepared for Mayor Bob McCoy's shocking appearance. It's very, very shocking and almost bizarre. So prepare for that. Here we go. Touch blue dots together to connect. Power off.
Everybody go and Mayor McCoy, Sheriff Redder from Wayne County.
The delay is on your end.
Mayor McCoy, Sheriff Redder from Wayne County. I'll make a few comments and then I will turn this over to the mayor of the city to make a couple of comments. There is a lot that we're not going to be able to answer tonight, but the good news is there's been a lot of information about fatalities. And as of right now, we're not aware of them. We are not aware of fatalities due to this event tonight that began just prior to 8 p.m. We recognize that there's been a lot of information about that. Some had reported that there were 15 to 17 at the hospital, and that's okay. It's not okay, but it ended up being just fine because that's not what we know today or tonight. I believe everybody's trying to do the right thing, but once they start talking about something that suddenly becomes fact, and then it goes out on social media and it becomes the norm. A terrible, terrible event tonight in the mayor's city. We don't know the extent of the damage on the south end of town. We do know that there have been some buildings and homes that have been completely destroyed. And that work will begin in the morning. to actually go through and subdivide every single one of those properties and do everything within our power to find out if there is anyone still within the confines of those collapsed buildings. The governor, Holcomb, has approved to activate Task Force 1. So they are on their way here now. And as you know, there's nobody better on the planet at doing this kind of work than that group of incredible people. So they'll be on site here supporting the city and supporting Randolph County for an undetermined period of time. But I'm confident they'll stay. I know they'll stay till the work is done. And every single individual and person is accounted for. The family reunification.
It's still going. There's just pauses in what they've got going.
Please go to the high school, and we collectively, all of us, can meet the needs of anybody that might come there. There's been a tremendous amount of outreach of folks wanting to come to the city to help this mayor and the city, and there is going to be a time for that, but that time is not tonight. Please do not self-deploy to the county or to the city. Please do not. As you can see on Main Street, right outside of where we're standing now, there is no power, so everything is dark. We have law enforcement officers all over the city at venues, so that if there is somebody that wants to come up here and commit a crime, it'd be a really bad idea to do that. As you can see, Sheriff Redder from Wayne County, there are police chiefs here, there are sheriffs from other counties here, and we're collectively, we have plenty of people to be able to support this community. And I know this guy, I've known him for a long time, and he'll stay as long as he needs to stay with any resource that he has. I even heard them talking about sending up Wayne County highway people to help with the city. But again, allow us to take a step back, structurally figure out what this might look like and what those needs are. And then we can talk further about that. Scott, where did you tell me that volunteers are to come to?
The White River Volunteer Fire Department.
White River Volunteer Fire Department is where folks can go to if they have come to bring services, to bring equipment, to bring manpower, whatever that might be. But as of right now, we appreciate your patience. We appreciate you telling the story tonight. I wish we had more information about the loss of life or significant injuries. There have been many, many significant injuries, but I don't know the number. I don't know where they are. I don't know what those injuries are. None of us do. But in short order, we'll be able to tell you all those things. So I would anticipate we'll coordinate with the mayor. We'll come back to you as a group sometime mid-morning. And then I think we'll have a pretty good idea then what it looks like. We'll have aviation assets up here in the morning to be able to get a pretty good idea of what occurred, not just here in Randolph County, but also what occurred in Madison and Delaware. I think there was some damage over in the Richmond area in the Wayne County, at least some. So there's a lot that we don't know yet. So I think as of right now, we'll not speculate anymore about what we think. We'll just start telling you what we know.
And can we just talk about too, just when these kinds of incidents happen, it's chaos. It's a lot of miscommunication. Nobody's trying to throw anybody under the bus of where this number 3 came from. But just talk about that in these initial moments when you first have something like this. It is difficult to get those numbers. We're not trying to place blame here on that number.
Oh no, Jenny, no. And the 3 came from ISP. There was some information that had been shared with a lot.
The 3 came from ISP. So he said it right there. He said it right there. I have to tell you, and let's be honest. While this was a major flub, I can't think of a better flub that one could make. If they come out and they say there's 3 people dead, but you know where your people are, and you know your people aren't dead, and everyone knows where their people are, and no one's people's dead, and then they come out and they say, well, guess what? We messed up. There are no people dead. That's about the best type of mistake that someone can make. It's better than the opposite way, saying, well, there's 0 loss of life, and then we find out several hours later that 50 people are dead. That would be horrible. So this is, if you're going to make a mistake, this is probably the best type of mistake to make. Now, that being said, there were lots of people that were severely or critically injured, and those people still need our thoughts and prayers, and need work, and that's all getting there. But I do really commend him for stepping up to and saying, we did this. This was our flub. So I really appreciate that.
A lot of different people. And again, no one did anything nefarious here. But when you say you think versus what you know, they're very different. And sometimes what people think is what they think they know, and then they tell other people. So nothing nefarious whatsoever. The good news is, as at this point in time, we don't know. But I tell you, coming over here, I thought the death toll would be in excess of 20 or 25 people based on the information that I was receiving. So I know all of you are receiving that same information. So allow us now to take a step back, slow things down, methodically approach this with all the resources we have from multiple agencies, and then we'll be able to tell you tomorrow what we know.
What are your methods to confirm a fatality?
I'm sorry?
What are your methods? How are you taking this to make sure it's right?
Yeah, that's what we'll do now, methodically. Every single one of these facilities is going to have to be checked, especially those that have completely collapsed, like the Taco Bell in the south end of town is an example. So it'll be a very methodical approach. The information that we have of people that have not been able to find a loved one, we need to know that. We absolutely need to know that. So call the local dispatch center if someone has that concern or they can't find a loved one. Okay. But otherwise it will be a task force. One is really good at that, and they'll grid this all off, all the places where there's damage, and then they'll methodically go through that. If they need law enforcement assistance, then one of our agencies will be able to participate with them to help them recover if there's a need to do that, or to tell you that there's not. Okay.
We came here, think it was 3. Is there a sense of relief not knowing that it's?
I really don't understand
Sorry?
this question.
We came here, I know this is.
Is there a relief
Yes.
but is there a sense
knowing
of
that there's
relief
not
now
3 dead
that
people?
we
No, we're not
don't
relieved
have
at all.
fatalities at the
I don't
moment?
really
It is.
even
It
understand
is.
that
You know,
question,
we dealt with the
honestly.
Sullivan County tornado last year, the year before, that just devastated that rural community in southwestern Indiana, south of Terre Haute. Certainly what happened down in Scott County in 2012. So there's lots of experience here, not just from the law enforcement perspective, but from the first responders to deal with this. And anytime there's not loss of life that we thought there was a huge relief. I spoke multiple times to the governor tonight. He'll be up here in the morning, and he'll talk about what's available. Department of Homeland Security is here. They'll continue to come in the morning. So this is just beginning for us. We'll stay as long as the mayor asks us or needs us to stay, and help them as much as we can. Remember, it seems like these always strikes people that will have a tremendous need. All of us would. So I think it's the right thing for us to do, to let them know that we're not going to leave when all the debris is cleaned up. There's going to have to be resources. I would be careful about the GoFundMe pages. I would be careful about the fundraising initiatives that are happening right now. Give the mayor a little bit of time to help with that, so that there's a local place. Remember that we want to try and help the families with every single dollar that we receive. And we'll be able to confirm what that fund is and how people can access it. But we will be asking for the community's support and help for these family members that have lost everything. Anything else? Mayor?
Okay.
Kind of just a recap of what's already been said. Right around 8 o'clock, I got an alert on my phone, tornado warning. We noticed that wind was picking up. I just left a retirement party for a county employee, and kind of got on the radar at that point and saw what was coming, and the colors were really concerning. So we were, as a family, we were home. We were already preparing where we were going to go. Then at probably right around that time, the tornado siren that we have in town sounded. Right after that, I actually picked up my cell phone and I put a post on Facebook. Siren has sounded. Please take cover. I something like that. But
Whoa. That Facebook page that not too long ago you wanted to get rid of and didn't feel was served a purpose. That's interesting.
anyway, it's on the city of Winchester's Facebook page. So at that point, we kind of hunkered down in the closet for a while till it finally calmed down to where it got really quiet. And we watched what we could until the power went out, and then kind of hung tight. And then I started trying to text people, get my department heads, my street department, my sewage department, everybody,
Getting the department heads what?
police department. Cell service was sketchy. Not sure.
This cell service isn't the only thing that's sketchy. The cell service isn't the only thing sketchy. Let's just be very clear here. Okay. What I want to know is this tornado hit at 7:50-ish 8 p.m. last night. When he got in contact with his department heads, were the department heads sober? Were they at themselves? Was Mayor McCoy sober and at himself? We know that the street superintendent was just arrested just days ago for OWI in the city vehicle. Was the city street superintendent in jail? Was he able to be activated? Was he under the influence while activated? You know, these are questions. We don't need to talk right now about it, but these are questions that one of these days are going to have to be asked. Not to mention what is going on with this man right now during this press conference. I've counted this time. This is the first time I've actually counted. Honestly, until I did this video, I've watched this several times. I didn't think that the man blinked at all during this press conference. I will tell you, yes, he has blinked a couple of times, but this man is very scary. I'm just going to be honest. Last night, I said to everyone that a lot of times in serious mass casualty type scenarios, you want to look to your leadership for a sense of calm and a sense of we've got this. You can worry, but you don't need to because we're taking care of this, and we have this under control. I don't get that sense with Bob McCoy. If Niles Thornburg was the mayor of Winchester, I would feel more safe and more sound at what was going on. Bob seems scared or geeked out of his mind. One of those two things, and I really don't know which one. Again, we don't need to ask these questions now. I'm just putting these back in the little mind vault. These are questions which will come up at a later date.
Sure why, no internet. So I come on up to the city building, and we just started throwing things together. I got to really hand it to every department in the city of Winchester. They've all pulled together. Phone calls have been coming in, dump trucks from every which direction. All our local contractors are bringing in their equipment. So we've been working on clearing trees, set up a grid to try to basically search grid. Sergeant, my Officer Barndollar, get all tongue-tied on that one, took charge with a lot of.
Is he a sergeant? Is he the deputy chief? Or is for some reason he back to officer? I'm not really sure. I think the last I knew, he was deputy chief.
The people that were coming up to volunteer.
If he's the deputy chief, where's the chief of police? We're going to ask a question about who's involved here in a minute.
And we had an overwhelming response of officers from all over the place. So I can't thank everybody enough for that. It's just been really, really overwhelming. And to
Bob is in a state of emergency. Yeah.
it's just amazing the amount of people that come out.
Christopher, you're going to have to deal with
Said,
having a hell of a
What?
time
We need to really
dropping out. I'm sorry.
What happened?
I'm having a hell of a
Oh, there she goes. She's dropping out. She's having problems. I think they might be out of luck. That's fine. We can get by with this.
wait till the morning to really see what the true damage is. But we're going to continue to kind of work through the night and try to find people and make sure that, I had an elderly lady, somebody called me earlier and said she was just confused. She didn't know what happened, couldn't find her cell phone. So we were able, luckily in a small community, they give me her last name. I said, I think I know her family. So we were able to communicate, rough, but we got through it.
Do you happen to know first of all, how many homes there are in Winchester? How many still need to be searched? Do you have any numbers for us as far as that goes?
I would say probably right around 2,700. That's going off the amount of sewage bills.
Okay.
So that's probably a good number.
Jesus.
We have about 4,700 residents. So quite a few houses. Sounds like a lot of the damage was more towards the south. I have
What's
not
up
left
with the
between the city
eyes?
building and the sheriff's department. I have not actually ventured out, and really I'm just going to leave it to the guys that know their way around town and let them slowly work. But we got a lot of power lines still down. AEP will be in the morning and start getting
How long
the power lines
has it been since he's blinked?
fixed and get power
Seriously.
restored hopefully quickly.
So many agencies show up for you. Can you describe your emotion?
Oh, he finally blinked. Jesus.
I'm shaking. It's overwhelming. I'm good friends with Clint Lamb, Sullivan. As a community, they've all pulled together and they've rebuilt. But I kind of learned a lot from that when it come to what a community means and what people in a small community when they come together. But as far as I was just stunned because I heard what sounded like a train, and I thought, and then I started hearing sirens and things like that. And then my wife had got a text from a friend that she lives in Indy and her parents live down the road and their house was gone. So, she said, well, I need to get down there as soon as possible. And so once I was able to establish a little bit of communication with some of my staff, we all kind of got out and started checking on people. And, I came up here and just everybody went to work.
What was it like living through something like that?
Where I'm at, we didn't see the wind like it was, but it was like within a half a mile. So I'd never heard that sound before. I don't want to hear it again. But yeah, it was spooky. And we stayed in the closet. We hunkered down in the closet with the dog. And I wanted to wait till actually the sirens
at his
quit, but they
eyes,
went for a
dude.
long time. And we were a little leery even coming back out. And then I started hearing other sirens from police cars and stuff like that.
And what's your message to the community? You said that you all are a close, small community. What's your message to residents tonight?
Please be patient. We will be around. We will try to assess everybody's needs and we will try to hook them up with the resources they need. Like was said, the governor will be here tomorrow. So we've got resources coming. I've had calls from other states, people wanting to bring in food, whatever. So we're staging some of that. But when it comes to this community, we have got a lot of people that just step up to the plate. It's overwhelming sometimes when somebody's in need, people are there. I hope I answered your question.
Let me add a comment here based on what you said. To the community, what you find out there is not yours. Okay? What you find out there is not yours. And this from personal experience that has happened over multiple events like this. Remember, that belongs to somebody else. The other thing is it's a very dangerous environment right now. We don't know about power lines. We don't know about debris. We don't know about firearms. There's a lot that we don't know about that could be spread out all around the south part of Winchester.
Yeah,
So
Ryan.
please do not self-deploy to those areas, particularly with nefarious intent. And finally, I'll say, like the mayor had indicated, he knows most people in town. If you know someone in town that might have lost their home, whether they've lost medicine, whatever that might be, please start thinking about how you might be able to help them once daybreak comes, because those needs are going to continue to need to be met. Okay. Any other questions? Mayor, do you have anything else for the group?
No, I do not.
Sheriff? Okay. Thanks, everybody, very much.
Okay. Okay. I want to say, for the record, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the sheriff of Randolph County. So the first thing I have to say, the first thing I have to wonder is what is going on? Where is the officials? Where are the officials from Randolph County? So at this press conference last night, we've got Doug Carter and Doug's right-hand man. All right, we got two troopers. We've got Bob McCoy, and off to our left, Bob's right, is the sheriff from Wayne County. My question is, where is a strong showing from the officials from the city of Winchester? Where is the pull together from the community officials? Where are those people at? Where are all of the council members? Indiana State Police did take control 1,000%. Absolutely. Thank God that they did. But where's the council? Why are they not standing back behind Bob? You know how when you watch these press conferences, normally you have folks standing back behind the other people speaking? We only have 5 counselors in Winchester: District 1, District 2, District 3, District 4, and at large. Where was District 1, District 2, District 3, District 4, District 5, or the District 4 and the at-large counselors? Where were they at? Specifically speaking, I would have liked to have seen the at-large. Let me tell you who I would have liked to seen here. I would have liked to seen the at-large counselor, because he's all districts, and I would have liked to have seen District 4 counselor. Now, the reason I say District 4 counselor is because Winchester, that was hit, all right? The city of Winchester, as it was hit, I'm going to pull Winchester, Indiana map. I'm going to pull a Winchester, Indiana map up here. I want to show you something. Okay. The area of Winchester that is most damaged and took the brunt of this storm. Show you here on this map. Okay. Here we've got Winchester. Everything in gray is the city. This area right here, the southwest corridor, they call this the Gaslight Edition. Gaslight Edition took a wallop. There's several homes in Gaslight Edition that are just absolutely destroyed. And I'm going to tell you, the Gaslight Edition is probably one of the nicest area of homes. They're older homes, and Gaslight Edition is an upscale edition in Winchester. Several homes in Gaslight Edition are just absolutely demolished. Okay. Then the storm made its trek this way. Okay. And I want to tell you, basically from the point of the arrow and down around this area, all of this area took a massive pounding right through here. This is the cemetery out here. Right here is the cemetery. And we're going to look at pictures here in a minute. All of this area took a pounding. Okay. As far as the districts of Winchester, this is District 3. This was my district when I lived in Winchester. It's was where I lived. All right. This is District 4. The Taco Bell is in District 4. And the hardest hit area of Winchester was District 4. That council member is none other than Lisa Friend. Lisa Friend. So my question is, was Counselor Teal is her name now, Lisa Friend Teal. Was Counselor Teal even in Winchester last night? Is she there? Was Lisa even in Winchester? Okay. Now, I will tell you. Let me go through the council members in mind. No. Council District 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, and 3. All the council districts are okay. Lisa's house, or where Lisa used to live, I don't know that this storm affected Montana or Kansas. It might have. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that it didn't. The storm didn't affect Montana or Kansas. My question is, where was Lisa Teal? But beyond that, where were the commissioners? Where were the county council? I have heard that the county did not call in and activate their highway department for hours. That actually what happened was their highway officials, the grunt, the rank and file of the highway department, they picked up their gear, they left their families, they left the safety of their homes, and they went out of their own accord because they thought we should be being activated and we're not being activated. So they left. There were Homeland Security was activated. State police was activated. They were asking for police and first responders and workers and assistants from all over Indiana. But they hadn't even looked to Randolph County. Now that's some Muncie, Delaware County bullshit there. I'm telling you, something is wildly off. Someone said to me today, and this was perfect. This is not what the commissioners, this is not what the Randolph County Council, this is not what the Winchester City Council, this is not what Bob McCoy signed up for. This is your loved one is in hospice and you're taking care of him and you're cleaning up vomit and you're changing diapers and dealing with diarrhea type stuff. This is the stuff that's not fun. This is when the shit hits the fan and you do what you've got to do because you love the people you're dealing with. You love your family members, so you will deal with things that everyone's like, man, I would never do that, until it's the person that you love. Well, when you're the mayor of a community, when you're a counselor of a community, that's the level of commitment that you're signing up for. And if you're not, listen, it's not an inappropriate time for these people to resign. If they're going to be waddling off in their own, doing their own damn thing, it would be better for them to resign tomorrow. They could resign on Saturday. Bob would take it. I would make sure he did. Resign and let them get somebody else up here that'll do the damn job. Again, I'm not asking them, I'm not pushing them on this yet. I'm just talking to you all. So for the people out there saying, oh, Bilbrey's being negative, it's not time to be negative. I'm not pushing Bob and the council members on this yet. I'm going to let them do what they got to do. There will come a day where these questions get asked. Has to. Has to. And I hope someone has some serious answers. Audie Barber from Muncie was heading to Winchester. Where were the local officials? Absolutely, Charlize. Let me tell you, at 7:50, the storm had hit Selma and was in process of hitting Winchester. And by 8 o'clock, Audie was in Selma. No, Rick T. You'll be fine, buddy. You'll be fine. Not even a day after. Hey, when would you like to know who's leading your city? You don't think it's appropriate to know what the hell's going on? District 4 of Winchester was hit. Let me pull it up and let you see it again in case maybe you've forgotten. So the question is, where is the counselor for this district? Now, if somebody wants to say, hey, she was out doing some serious work, she was out chainsawing some shit, she was out moving stuff, she was out keeping bottles of water and giving it to the first responders. Okay, cool. Awesome. But again, I'm not pushing these questions to Bob yet. I'm not going to hassle him with this. I'm not going to hassle Lisa Friend. She might be off saving Winchester. I'm not going to hassle the elected officials. I'm just saying this is some serious stuff. All right. There was another press conference today. Let me pull this up so you guys can see this. There was another press conference today, this morning, that the city of Winchester participated in. EF3, National Weather Service official reports a preliminary EF3 damage rating for Winchester tornado. Okay. Let's see here. I think this is going to be the press conference. Hold on here. Okay, yeah, this is look at this. Look here. Here we've got Bob and the governor. Bob looks like he's hiding from somebody in witness protection.
But I do appreciate the community's support. The state. Welcome everybody. Not really a great time to be welcoming everybody, but
Welcome everybody. Not really a good time.
I do appreciate
everybody.
The community's support, the state of Indiana support, the governor's support, Indiana
What is? Come on.
State Police, Indiana Urban Search and Task Force. They have been
Good
doing
Lord,
a great
what is
job.
this?
They showed up and they took over and they've pretty much mapped out the whole area that we took a lot of hits in. So we're going to be going to work and working with FEMA and all that good stuff in
FEMA?
the near future, which that's area that we took a lot of hits in. So we're going to be going to work and working with FEMA and all that good. They have been doing a great job. They showed up and they took over and they've pretty much mapped out the whole area that we took a lot of hits in. So we're going to be going to work and working with FEMA and all that good stuff in the near future, which
We're going to be working with FEMA.
Going to be really new to me, but so is COVID. So I guess we'll figure it out. Winchester
What?
Police, fire, utilities, street crews, and they've pretty much mapped out the whole area that we took a lot of hits in. So we're going to be going to work and working with FEMA and all that good stuff in the near future, which that's going to be really new to me, but so is COVID. So I guess we'll figure it out. Winchester Police, fire, utilities, street crews, all the other employees worked all night, as well as all our law enforcement, local and from all over the state. I don't know how far they came, but they were in the masses. So, it was just overwhelming, but everybody did a great job coordinating. So that was just a blessing. So far, we have, my understanding is 38 injuries. I think we have 3 that are possibly critical. Nobody has passed away. So for as much destruction, 22 homes possibly totally destroyed and 110 badly damaged. Again, very lucky. There was houses that are leveled, Taco Bell leveled. I really praise the Lord for this one, because it could have been really bad. Again, we appreciate the state of Indiana, the governor. Financial donations, we're sure to have people asking. We're going to work with the Community Foundation,
Wizard of
Randolph County.
Oz.
We will start putting out some information on that for people that want to donate monetarily. So that's in the works. Right now, we have 4,285 people without power. AEP is on the ground, so they're currently working. Street crews are working. Everybody in the community, we have construction crews, local construction crews, all volunteering their time to get out there and clear things. So we're kind of waiting, kind of following the AEP to make sure everybody's safe. far as volunteers are concerned, we've been kind of sending people out to the high school. The Red Cross is here. And
Red Cross.
we're coordinating through them. I'll let you say whatever you want about that if you wish. But we've been sending people out to high school. So that actually worked out really well last night. That's really all I have. You guys probably want to hear from this guy right here, the governor. If he wants to say something, I'm sure he does.
Jesus.
Well, the only thing
Thank
I
you.
really want to say, Mayor, is we're here for you.
He really needs someone to be here
You'll
for him.
quickly learn, as I have over the years, that your family here, this community, has just gotten
This
a
is
lot
like
larger.
a
It's statewide, and people
intervention
that
for him.
want to rush in here to help, and I just applaud you for how quickly you've turned to address nature's wrath. And I think the only thing more powerful than that wrath is our Hoosier spirit and that spirit of teamwork. And so, as you mentioned, we're here. There will be more of us here. We're not here to trip over one another. We're here to complement your efforts, led by you and Senator Rods and Representative Prescott and the whole family and team. And so that's why you saw when we stood up last night, our EOC State Emergency Center, Operational Center, we went from being on call to on the scene, boots on the ground. So I just applaud all the first responders here who lived through it all. And by the grace of God, everyone has lived through it all.
Yeah, Josh.
But NDOT will be here to stay until the job is done, and state police will be here to stay until the job is done, and Department of Homeland Security will be here till the job is done. Department of Health, working with your local health departments and the hospitals. And I too have talked to the utility company this morning, talked with Terry Stignan at the Red Cross last night, and Sarah being here this shows, unfortunately, we've been through this before. And so as you go from kind of rescuing to responding to restoring power to then rebuilding, we'll all take a sense of pride in helping you every step along the way. So with that, Superintendent, you want to? Yeah.
Morning by a gentleman out at the McDonald's on 32 and 27. And he was very emotional, and he couldn't find his wife. She was at the nursing facility. And I always say that to you because if anybody else is out there listening to this, they have gone to the local hotel here in town. And so if there's anybody that is trying to find a family member from there, they haven't contacted us. He's been out driving for a long time, I think. And but I think now they're all back together. I mentioned last night to everybody the fundraising issues that I know we're going to be dealing with in the next couple of days. The mayor's way out ahead of that. The foundation should be the only place where money should go, resources should go. Again, I appreciate the Red Cross and all that the Red Cross brings up at the high schools where those services will be, where people can go for those services.
I would say Holcomb
As we-
didn't
as
stay in
we
a hotel.
experienced
I
in
would say he
Sullivan
drove to
about a year
Winchester
ago
from
or
Indy.
so. The wrath of this really begins today when people realize the magnitude of the destruction of their homes and of their livelihoods, and the list goes on and on and on. Mayor, I can't say enough about the people that have come out and said, let me help. I've got chainsaws in the back of my truck, and let me help. And I'm sure that's going to continue to happen. But when you see it during the daytime, you're going to understand why that's going to be so very important. So again, we will be here. We're not going anywhere. As the governor said, I know his expectations are very clear, and we'll be here to support this community until
East,
you say that you did that you got it.
slightly southeast of Ball State by 40 miles.
Officers stationed around, and we're going to be restricting people who are only allowing access for people who have homes in the area. So anybody who doesn't have essential need to be here, we're going
30, 25,
In those
38.
three areas
I
that
meant
have
40
been
minutes.
most heavily destroyed.
25, 30
Remember,
miles.
if you find, as I said last night, if you find something out there, it's not yours. That property belongs to somebody. So it's another thing that we're probably going to start to experience now. Once the power comes back on, we can get people off of the banks, the gun shop, the pharmacies and those kinds of things to make sure that they're secure. But if you find property, please remember it belongs to someone. Turn it in, and we'll do all we can do to get it back to the rightful owner.
I think something you did mention, State Farm had called earlier today, and apparently they're actually working to cut checks for people, and they're going to be working at the high school as well as other insurance companies as they're contacted. So,
That's right. The adjusters, insurance folks will be at the high school, so that's where people can go. And if they have trouble or can't get there, let us know. We'll make sure that they get up to the high school.
Sarah, you want to say anything on behalf of the Red Cross?
Good morning. My name's Sarah Moss. I'm the executive director for the Central Indiana chapter of the Red Cross. And on behalf of myself and all of our staff and volunteers for the Red Cross, our hearts certainly go out to everybody who's been affected by this, the results of the storm that has gone through in the last 24 hours. As mentioned, we do have a shelter in place at the high school here in town. There's lots of activity going on up there this morning. We do, as mentioned, have some insurance companies that are there to provide assistance. Our team of volunteers and staff is also there helping out. We're going to continue to work with our emergency management partners and the volunteers here in the community who have been awesome, most of them working throughout the night to help fulfill the mission of the Red Cross. So thank you to everybody for everything that you've done to this point, and we will also continue to be here until our need is fulfilled. So thank you.
anybody else? Katie? No? Okay.
You can ask questions.
And-
Question for Governor Holcomb. Governor, you mentioned unfortunately, we have experienced this before as a state, and unfortunately, we know we will likely experience it again. I know the focus is on the here and now, but looking forward, we saw legislation pass that's going to up disaster relief funds this summer. So what could that mean for small towns like this moving forward?
Well, I mean, of course, the Indiana Department of Homeland Security will work hand in glove with the local EMAs. That won't change. So we'll be in lockstep with one another. But those efforts that were passed this past session will simplify and streamline getting resources to those who are impacted adversely. And so I'm very grateful. It's not lost on me to express our thanks. That was on our agenda, and I wasn't thinking that we'd be in March, hoping that would take effect before July 1. But help is on its way, but it would have been before as well. We're a little early for tornado season. We're thinking April. Usually it's April, May, June is the brunt of it. But here we are, and fortunately, if there's any good that has come out of some of these severe weather patterns and systems, it's that it has brought us together, and we're experienced and we're in shape for a day like today and the days that follow. I think we're going to go out to a neighborhood.
Yep.
Maybe is Gaslight or
Yep, Gaslight Edition. We're gonna go down there and tour that.
which is where the mayor grew up. by
Yep,
the way.
I did.
So it looks a little
Jesus.
different now.
Slightly.
Yeah. So
I will say we invested $1 million and $1.3 million from Community Crossings grant there
good.
2 years ago. Yeah, so we'll have pretty sidewalks, pretty streets, and new
Well,
homes
we
coming
will
soon.
rebuild.
So we will
and we will
rebuild.
do it
So,
together.
like I said,
It'll
we're
be
blessed
better than
that-
ever.
we're blessed
Oh
that
my
they-
God.
That's the most important thing.
That's it.
Before you all shut off, one of the things that was brought up earlier, I think is worth mentioning, is the mental health issues associated with what occurred to this community. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not be okay. And those services are going to be available. So please pay attention to those that you know and that you love and that you connect with, however that might be. Those services are out there, and it's okay to grab them.
There's a crisis response team from Meridian coming here in just a little bit.
To the high school?
Here.
Oh, okay.
Ideal. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was that. And again, it was I only wish that Rick was here, Rick T was here to chastise those of us that don't bow down to kiss the mayor's ass because of his wonderful presentation there. Again, it's crazy. It's crazy to me when Bob McCoy is so bad he makes Holcomb look good, like Kate said earlier. Like, holy crap. That's nuts. I do want to show you guys some of these pictures, and then I'm going to get to you about all of the help and the things that I'm hearing and the things that people are requesting and things. So please don't go anywhere. Listen to this specifically if you're from the area, and this is really big. So give me 1 second here. I took so many. That's the reason we were late coming on to the show tonight. I actually took so many pictures that it like really overwhelmed me. I took so much video and pictures today that it kind of it got too much. So give me just a second here. Let me get this get this pulled up and going here. I just want to give you kind of a an understanding of things that I saw. Okay. So, okay. Here we go. All right. So, here obviously was some of the windmills that were damaged. Here's a tree that just was completely knocked over in the front yard. Here is some of the there were police cars from Richmond. Obviously lines were down and trees were down and houses. Look at this tree here. Look at this situation where this tree has completely fell in and smashed out. You'll see another picture of this here in a moment. And I'll show you a video of that as well. But here's a picture of the back of this house is completely gone. Here is just devastation back here. Oh, this all used to be homes back there. This is the drive, of course, along Main Street, going into town from the south side. Here is Fountain Park Cemetery. Here's along Main Street. You can see these two cars are absolutely damaged. I mean, it's just crazy. Here's some of the damage from the homes. There's so many homes that look like this that it's just the homes look like they had major structural damage at the roof and like part of the side of the wall, but then a lot of them looked just kind of cockeyed on their foundation. They almost look like they were twisted. So it's like, to me, the home is going to have serious structural damage. It's going to be interesting, sad. It's going to be scary to see the number of homes that are going to be like here's this tree tipped over, was pushed over and just crushed this home, the whole wall of this home out. That's that picture from earlier where I showed you here. Here now is a picture of that, which is just unbelievable. Here's some more. Here's looking down towards Stone Mansion. Of course, here's the Beeson Park. It just completely damaged the fence there. We've got metal hanging off the wires here. And then some of this was a home. This was a home that's just completely flattened. It was a 2-story home. And it was just completely, I mean, level. That is complete. There's no words for that. And then these are all new poles. They literally just put these poles up in the last year and a half, going between Winchester and farmland, and they knocked them all down. And so they're going to have to put them all up again. It's just crazy. Here's the Stone Mansion. This is very, very sad. The Stone Mansion took some pretty serious damage. It also damaged a lot of the trees, a lot of the extremely old trees that were on the property, and it blew out windows. It completely screwed the porch up, and it did a lot of structural damage also to the Stone Mansion. Here's just a barn or something that was just completely twisted out in a field. Here's the Taco Bell sign. It was the welcome to Walmart sign. Taco Bell that was there. This is just. I mean, I want you to look at this, folks. This is just parts of businesses, buildings. Look at all of this back in here. It's just this is total destruction. I mean, this is why a lot of people were saying, was this an EF5? Because I mean, this is not like this house over here. This is all of this stuff was just flattened. It's almost. I mean, there's just no words. It's interesting to see every tree had the pink insulation in every tree. All of it looked like Christmas decorations. You can see this is out at Summers Point, and all of these houses. Here is this is a mattress that's on this roof of this house. Where did that mattress come from? Did the mattress come from the house where the tree busted it down and the tornado picked the mattress up and blow it up there? This mattress didn't come from inside this house. Where did that mattress come from? I want you guys to look at this. Look at what happened to this. Just absolutely. I mean, look at this. This is it blew this wall out. All of the damage here. I could not imagine. I could not imagine living through something like this and the amount of post-traumatic stress that it would give you. I mean, this is what just took my breath. This is what took my breath and really, really shook me. Driving in on South Main Street, there were all of these really beautiful old pine trees that lined this, trees on both sides of this road, and they're just 98% of them are damaged. Just completely wrecked. I mean, it's I don't know what to say about that. Look at this. I some of the damage to Fountain Park. Okay, here's some cars that are just turned over. This was over by the Taco Bell, over by the Walmart. I'm on Greenville Pike here. Look at some of the damage of these cars. This is along Western Avenue. I mean, in downtown Winchester, just completely. Oh, here's Fred Davis. I waved at Fred for anybody that's watching that might know Winchester politics. You can see he wasn't happy about it. He had a cantankerous look on his face as I waved to him and yelled, "Hello, Fred!" He didn't like that. He's the former Democrat Party chair from Randolph County, and he was a complete ass bag. Here is just fencing that's damaged. All of these homes sustained crazy amounts of damage. This is an interesting picture. I'll get to it here in a second. So, first of all, here's a tree, just a tree down on this garage, and it did some damage here to the roof. I want to know what this is. So, this is the wall. This is in Walmart, okay? This is Walmart. And this is a wall right here by the door, like the door's right here. I want to know what this mud is, what this dirt is. Was this dirt that the tornado just had and it slammed it against? And if you look at the pattern, it looks like it's up at the top and it streaks down. Can you see that? That's really interesting. No, Fred did not wave back, amazingly. Yeah, Julie, I remember that. When you called Fred, that was hilarious. Let me see here. Yeah, this is just really strange here. Okay, here's some more just tree damage. There's that tree. This door, they didn't know if anyone was there, so they kicked it open. Here's cars in the parking lot of Walmart. You can't see it, and I didn't take a picture of it, and I wish I would have. But all the way back here, do you see this right here? This is a semi-tractor trailer that is kicked over on its side. And see here. I don't know if you can see it or not. But that is a tractor trailer that had been parked over there. He parks there quite frequently, and it blew him over on his side. Really crazy. Really crazy what it did there to him. Here's coming out of Walmart. Just look at this. Very little words can be said. Now, this is unbelievable. Look at this. I mean, tell me this wasn't a powerful tornado. Tell me this wasn't an EF3, 4. Just the I mean, everywhere you looked south of 32, there was this stuff going on. And if you're texting me, as soon as I get through with these pictures, I will get these texts. If you're texting me right now, I want to show you guys this. We're almost done with the pictures here. Here's another picture of the stone mansion. It shows you how the debris field was. This is I saw a lot of this where wood was just sticking in the ground. I'm going to show you a picture here in a minute. Look at this I loved this tree in Winchester. I loved this tree, and it just blew it over. Here's the Verizon store, the nail store. I love this picture. I found this American flag and was roping it to his car. I love that. Broke this pole off just right here. Here's the Greenville Pike sign. There, of course, is the thumbnail by the light of day. Just look at these trees. Now look at this. I want you to look at this. This piece of wood was stuck down in the ground by a good 8, 9, 10 inches. Stuff wrapped in trees. Look at this look at this picture. It just ripped this. The tornado came at this house. Very interesting. This house was built out kind of in the middle of nowhere. And the tornado would have been coming at this house from west to east. The western wall and the south wall and the north wall were mostly fine, but it was like it blew or pushed or tore the east wall out. And so that's really interesting. Look at this. Look, it just lets you see, like into this house, man. That's a wild picture. That is a really wild picture. There's another board stuck in the side of a house. And yeah, so that's it for my pictures. I took those pictures, and I'm going to post those on social media, and I'm going to post on Twitter and on Facebook for those that are interested in looking at them. I've also got a couple pictures from some people that have here. They uh, here. Okay. The first thing I want to show you is this this drone footage. Let me hold up here. I better mute it because I don't know. We don't have that. I wish I could make this bigger. Okay, let's see here. If I can make this bigger here. Okay, look at this. This is wild. Wow. So man. I think I wonder if that is the path right there. You see that? I wonder if that's I bet it is. I bet it come right like this. I bet that is. Right there. See it? Yeah, look at it. Wow. I've never seen that before. Look at the spiral. Watch. Can you see it? Doing that thing? That is really interesting. I wish it would have cut back, turned back that way, and let us look backwards at it. Let's see if the next picture up shows anything. Here it says from afar. Okay. Oh, hold on. I don't think you saw the footage. I think you were looking at. Sorry, I was off of the page, and I don't think you were on the right page. I was. Hold on. Let me go back here now. I am so sorry. That's what sucks about not having kids. Sorry about that. Hold on. I can show you. We weren't on the right page. Now you'll be able to see what I was so impressed with. Look at this. This is what I was looking at. I am so sorry. So sorry about that, folks. Look at this. This is unbelievable. This is what I was looking at a minute ago and you guys weren't seeing, and I was like, this is really awesome footage. It was a church. Do you mean the thing that looked like a cross, James? That was a nursing home. Yeah, they are. You'll see it here in a minute. And you'll see what I was talking about the spirals in the ground. Wait just 1 second. You'll see it. Yeah, Stumblefoot, you're right. This is the Gaslight edition. Look here. Here, right here is the path where you can see in the dirt. It's like it swirled around and around and around and around. See that? That's a really wild picture. And then the other one was showed that from the other direction. That's looking at Summers Point. There's Walmart. There's where Taco Bell used to be. Just absolutely wild. There's that. And then here's this looking back over. This is Gaslight edition. Western. This is the path. We're flying the path the tornado took. Now, I think I saw a video last night that almost looked at one point like there were three. There was one on the ground and 2 or 3 funnels next to it. And we looked and looked and looked at it, and I would swear it's what it was. It looks, I don't know if it's an optical illusion or what, but it looked wild. There's a school we're flying over. That's Baker School. It's an elementary. And then here we're coming back over. This is a nursing home here that looks like a cross. Man. This is that. I just cannot believe that. That is absolutely wild there, folks. Okay, before we get off here, I do want to read this to you. This is very important. Brenda Grider, who is an amazing person. She is the former city clerk of Newcastle, Indiana. She is putting something together. I want to pull this up here. Okay. Brenda Grider says, for those that truly know me, knew that this post would be coming. Share, share, share. I will be accepting donations for the city of Winchester and Selma, Indiana, to help with the aftermath of the storm last night. Starting tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the parking lot of Myers Furniture at 2121 North Memorial Drive in Newcastle, Indiana, I will be taking donations of the following items to help with the cleanup efforts in the affected areas: tarps, cleaning supplies, buckets, sponges, paper towels, pillows, blankets, Boost, Insure. Water and clothes will not be accepted at this time. I have been told they already have enough water. If you cannot go and get supplies, you can drop off monetary donation. I also have Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, or Square, and will make sure items are purchased that are needed. I would like to thank Myers Furniture of Newcastle for graciously allowing me to set a truck in the parking lot, and to Hudson's Rental for a truck to get it there. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send me a message. Look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Winchester strong, Selma strong. Now, I want to tell you, generally, if I saw a post like this, I might be hesitant. Number one, because the person's not from Winchester. And number two, it's like, okay, you know, what's really going on here? But I'm going to tell you, there is not a more trustworthy person than Brenda Grider. Brenda Grider does not have any nefarious intentions whatsoever. Brenda will be doing what is right, and she has done things like this in the past. As I stated, she is the former city clerk of Newcastle, and she does, you know, she's done things like this for Newcastle when Newcastle was in times of need, and she's done things like this for other communities. So please don't hesitate to contact her. I'm going to share this on my social media. I will also be sharing it. I'll be sharing it on Twitter. I'll be sharing it on Facebook. So if you're interested in finding her information, even if you are only able to do $5, if you're able to do a couple bucks, everything at this point helps. So please consider. This would be a big, 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 big help. Brenda is a great person. She will help. This will be a wonderful thing. For those that truly know me, know this post would be coming. Share, share, share. I will be accepting donations for the city of Winchester and Selma, Indiana, to help with the aftermath of the storms last night. Starting tomorrow, Saturday, from 9 to 4 in the parking lot of Myers Furniture at 2121 North Memorial Drive in Newcastle, Indiana. I will be taking donations of the following items to help with the cleanup efforts and the affected areas: tarps, cleaning supplies, buckets, sponges, paper towel, pillows, blankets, Boost, the drink, and Insure. Water and clothes are not accepted at this time. I have been told that they have enough water. If you cannot go and get supplies, you can drop off a monetary donation. I also have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or Square, and will make sure that the items are purchased that are needed. Please consider doing this. If you are from East Central Indiana, if you're from Winchester, Randolph County, if you're from Newcastle, if you're from Muncie, if you're from Indianapolis, if you're from Colorado, if you're from Michigan, if you're from New York, please, if you don't know how to get a hold of Brenda and you're interested in doing this, contact me and I will help put you in contact with her. You can get a hold of me by going to my, you can email me at khbilbrey@gmail.com. Okay. You can also hit me up on TikTok at tiktok.com/@the political spotlight. You can also find me on Facebook at Facebook, which is facebook.com/Bilbrey318. You can find us on the Political Spotlight on this Political Spotlight on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Bilbrey Live, BILBREY. You can find the Political Spotlight on Facebook at facebook.com/Political Spotlight 318. You can also email the Political Spotlight email. That is tpsprogram@gmail.com. Or you can just simply comment in this video in the live feed chat or in the comment below. Please consider doing this. She is an awesome person. Awesome. And she will be a very big help. I also want to add, there is I want to pull this up here. Henry County Emergency Management. Henry County Office of Emergency Management. This was 3 hours ago. Help needed for our neighbors in Randolph County. Tomorrow at 8 a.m., the Randolph County Command Center for Tornado Damage is requesting anyone that can help with physical labor. Meet at the Winchester High School at 700 North Union Street, Winchester, Indiana, 47394. Trucks and chainsaws will be very appreciated. This will mostly be debris removal, cleanup. Thank you. Okay. This is very, very important. All right. They are looking for folks that are interested in helping out. And if that is you, if you've been saying, hey, how can I help out? What can I do? Well, you can go to the Winchester High School, Winchester Community High School tomorrow at 8 a.m. Or, if you can't get there till 9, get there at 9, get there whenever you can. You can help out. It's physical labor. That's what they're needing. Trucks, imagine shovels, chainsaws, all of that stuff would be useful. So please consider this. If you have questions, you can contact me and I will help put you in contact with the people that you'll need to get in contact with. This is a very, very big project, and it's going to be something that's going to be underway for a very long time. Mary Nicholson said, Heart of Indiana United Way is also taking donations. Also, for those locally affected, with 100% of the money donated going to Winchester and Selma. So I want to be very clear. You can do that through Mary. Mary is a dear friend of mine, a good friend of the show. She is fair, she is honest, and that is a great program there. Heart of Indiana United Way. You can contact her. You can find her on social media or contact Heart of Indiana United Way. That's very easy to do. They do things like this. Again, I don't care. I don't care who it is. You can go through Brenda. You can go through Mary. You can go help Winchester. You can do whatever you need. This is big, big, big stuff. This is citizens. This is very, very big. Yeah, Ryan, I would say they'll be willing to take you whenever you can get. No, Jack. FEMA, yeah, FEMO, that's what Bob called him. No, Kate is not on vacation. Kate was affected by this tornado. Kate lives right in the affected zone. She is in major damage and chaos and craziness around her. She was affected by this. So, yeah. Karen, need a band to play. That would be, they have us, that would be cool. See here. Did make a wide path there. Oh, I want to show you really quickly before we get off here. Someone that was working out there, that sent some pictures here just briefly, before we roll out of here, because I appreciate them sending the pictures. This was sent in. This was sent in by this is big. Please post the links at the political spotlight. The links to what? The links to what, Jack? I'll post them if you tell me what you're talking about. How to find the political spotlight? All of our links. I'll do that right now. Here's the picture. Here's a picture that was shared to us by Jenna Shelby Acton. She was out working. Her family were helping today. I want to give a very big shout out to her and to all of her friends and family and everyone that was there doing what they do. It's very, very, very big. So I appreciate all the help that they were giving. And that's very important. So please keep them in your thoughts and minds and hearts. Right on. I'm sure if I have to find where action is, I'll find it. Yeah, let me know. The donation links. I don't know honestly what the donation links are. Off the top of my mind, I don't have them. You would just have to contact those specific women. Let me see here. Give me a second. Oh, yes. Okay, do that, Mary. Mary, if you can do that, I would appreciate that. Yes, you can do that. That would be great. Send it to me. If you can, send it to me on Messenger. You know it. Hey, I love it. I love it. That's the way, Jack. So okay, we can do it like this. So I'll put this up there. I think this is what Jack was talking about. Maybe not. Local Spotlight, Christopher H. Bilbrey, Brandon Rudd, produced by Kate Thornburg. Hey, that would be cool. That would be cool, Nicole. You're absolutely right. That would be cool. YouTube. Facebook. TikTok. Damn it. There's that. And there's that. I think that's what you were talking about there, Jack. I'm not 100% sure. If that's what you were talking about. There's the political spotlight. There's YouTube. Facebook. TikTok. Twitter. Email. Now, for the other people, I'm going to share. I want to share. Let me see here. Let me share this other picture of Jenna's. Wow, that is insane. My God. Just insane. Just insane. Absolutely crazy. Thank you for those pictures, Jenna. Thank you for the pictures. Thank you for that. You can donate. I'm going to give you the donate place. So Brenda, are you there? Where did you send that to, Mary? Did you text me? Ah, okay, I got it right here. Okay, so here's this. You can donate here. You can donate right here. I looked for that picture. I looked for it, Stumblefoot. Listen, I don't know how to get a hold of, let me see if I can get a hold of Brenda. Yeah, I think Brenda is asleep. I tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I do. I will. There is how you can share to Mary's group. I will get with Brenda, and it appears she's already went to bed. I will get Brenda's information, and I will put it. I will pin it in the comment section of this video as soon as I get it. So if anybody's interested, you'll have to come back to this video, and I will have it tomorrow. But you can absolutely go to there, and I want to show you here what it looks like. This is Heart of Indiana United Way. Support tornado recovery efforts in Selma and Winchester. For those who want support local tornado relief, for those who want to support local tornado relief efforts for our friends and neighbors in Selma and Winchester, Heart of Indiana United Way is managing and coordinating recovery donation fund for both communities. 100% of all donations will support local tornado relief efforts in Selma and Winchester. Donors can designate which community they would like their donation to support. There's also an option to split your donation between both communities. 100% of the donation collected will be given to the long-term recovery committee, which will be formed with local town officials. Give at the following link. HTTPS, and then that nonsense. So, or by texting recovery fund. That's very important. You can give by texting recovery fund to 41444. And I'm going to put this in there again. That's big. Ooh, no, Joe Black. I did not hear that. I'll look that up. That's crazy. I did not hear about that. I will definitely look that up. That's nuts. And so I do want to let you guys know, the help with my grandparents is really winding down. My grandmother goes to the doctor next Thursday, and she will be released then. I'll still be helping them a little bit at that point, but she'll be able to put weight on her feet and both feet at that point. And so I'm definitely free during the days. It mostly ties me up in the evenings. So during my days are free. So I was over in Winchester all day today. I will probably be back over there tomorrow. If anyone wants to get a hold of me or whatever, I'm going to see what I can do to help out or whatever. So please let me know. We will be back on tomorrow night. No, wait a minute. We will not be back. The woman whose boy was found in a suitcase down Washington County next to me was caught by police. Oh, no way, Joey. That's crazy. I don't know. Who are you talking to, Nicole? Me? Oh, no, Ryan. You and Ryan are having a conversation. Man, it's been a long ass night. All right, listen, I will not be on tomorrow. We will take tomorrow off. I'm going to give it to the recovery and helping out and taking an evening off. We will be back Sunday, And Sunday, we, unless something big happens in Winchester, we will do the Sproles information. So keep that in your mind. We will do the Sproles information. It's called the Pepper Ball Incident. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Bilbrey's got shit to do. You know it. So, did I say Sproles? If it hails tomorrow, we'll call you in. Yeah. If it hails tomorrow, you can call me in. So tomorrow is a night off. Thank God. Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, we will do Sproles Watch. Sproles Watch. We will do a Sproles Watch and see what goes on. Okay. And I'll let you guys know what's happening. So keep that in your mind, and we will have information there as well. All right. Thank you guys all very, very much. Let's see. I don't want to leave without people telling me what a great job I do. Bless you, man, for using your connections to help people. I felt useless. Lung collapsed a few times past month. Oh, my God. James, I hate to hear that, brother. That is horrible. If there's anything we can do to help you out, let me know, man. We are a family here. To hell with those people that think that that means we're a cult. Maybe we are a cult. We're a cult of constitutionally minded, common sense people that hate ignorance in government and everywhere else. So we might be that. I don't know. Is Bilbrey a first responder? Press redress. Hey, I don't have my tag anymore. I'm no longer a first responder. I give that up. But I fall within the overall umbrella of media. So I do have, and I have several official press passes here that I've been given from various organizations. However, if anybody ever asks me for my press pass, I go, it's right here. It's the First Amendment, bitch. And then I read them the First Amendment and I skip on down to where I want to go and take pictures of what I want to take pictures of. And I record what I want to record because I'm my own boss and ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. All right. Good night. Have a great rest of your Friday. Have a good Saturday. Hey, listen, it could always be worse. You could be these two idiots. You're not these two idiots. So life is at least a little bit better than that. You guys take care. God bless. Have a good evening. I will see you back here Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Take care. Good night. God bless. Goodbye. Oh, damn it. That would have been cool if I could have got to the music in time, like when Kate's here. Okay, good night. Goodbye. Whoa, what's happening? Damn it, I gotta do that again. Goodbye. Screw it, let's do this one. No, 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 that's not very cool. No, let's do this one. No, I got an idea. Let's do this one. Good night, people.